The issue of Chen Zheyuan and Li Qin's closeness has heated up again, but this time it's not because of sweet interactions or warm glances that make fans smile. On the contrary, it's the jealousy that is slowly being revealed in Chen Zheyuan's attitude that has become the center of attention. One by one, small moments that were previously considered normal began to be reanalyzed and dissected by fans, eventually forming a bigger picture. Chen Zheyuan seems unable to hide his jealousy towards Li Qin anymore. It is not explosive jealousy, but rather subtle, deep jealousy, wrapped in a warm smile, but clearly visible to those who pay close attention. This issue first came to light when a short video, only a few seconds long, spread across social media platforms. The video showed Li Qin chatting with another male actor at a drama promotion event. The conversation seemed simple, full of light laughter and professional interaction, as usual. However, the camera accidentally captured the reaction of Chen Zheyuan, who was standing not far from them. The sudden movement of his eyes, the fleeting change in his expression before he covered it up with a small smile, and the way he took a deep breath as if trying to calm himself down, were all clearly captured and became a hot topic of discussion. Fans who were accustomed to paying attention to the subtle movements of celebrities immediately caught something unusual. The expression was not just curiosity or attention as a coworker. There was something more intense, more emotional, that was difficult to explain in words but could be felt so strongly. Even at normal speed, the reaction was quite clear. However, when fans slowed down the video, zoomed in on every detail, and analyzed his gaze, it became even more apparent that Chen Zheyuan was trying hard to remain calm. His gaze was full of alertness, as if he was studying Li Qin's closeness with the other actor, trying to make sure that nothing was too intimate or made him feel left out. This is where the jealousy rumors began to spread, not only from that one video, but from a series of other moments that previously seemed trivial but suddenly took on meaning when pieced together. In several group interviews, when Li Qin sat next to another male actor, Chen Zheyuan seemed a little quieter. He smiled, of course, because he is professional and used to being in front of the camera. But the smile was not the same as usual. There was a slight tension in his jaw. His gaze was not fully focused on the person he was talking to, and sometimes he was seen glancing quickly at Li Qin and the actor before returning his gaze to the camera. The fact that his attitude changed depending on who was near Li Qin further reinforced the suspicion that this was not just ordinary attention. When Li Qin interacted with an actress or other female public figure, Chen Zheyuan appeared relaxed. But if it's a man, especially one who has good chemistry with Li Qin, his smile becomes more rigid, his gestures more cautious, and his hands move restlessly several times for no apparent reason. Observant viewers immediately associate this with unspoken jealousy. There are also reports from several production staff members who say that Chen Zheyuan often watches Li Qin from a distance. He doesn't always approach her or join in the conversation, but he is always within close enough range to see what is going on. This attitude is similar to someone who doesn't want to appear overly protective, but still wants to make sure that the person he cares about is okay. He often made sure Li Qin wasn't alone when she had to face intense media crowds, but he did so in a very subtle way, such as standing a few steps behind her or standing on the side, where he wasn't noticeable but still close. What was most striking was how Chen Zheyuan's gaze changed when he saw Li Qin smiling at another man. That gaze is so complex. There is sincere admiration, as if he likes to see Li Qin happy. But at the same time, there is fear, a little anxiety, and a glimmer of feelings that are usually only possessed by someone who secretly harbors feelings. That gaze is too emotional to be called professional, too personal to be called just ordinary friendship. Fans began to collect other small pieces of evidence, like when Li Qin praised another male actor in an interview. Chen Zheyuan's expression changed for a moment, very quickly, maybe less than a second, but enough for people who were paying close attention. His eyes blinked a little faster, His smile faded and then returned, as if he had just swallowed the emotions that were about to burst out. After that, he tended to be quieter, nodding more than speaking, as if his thoughts were elsewhere. Several times, Chen Zheyuan was also seen trying to subtly divert Li Qin's attention when a conversation with another actor went on too long. He would make a small comment, call her name, or do something to provoke laughter so that Li Qin's focus would return to him. Fans often interpret these small interactions as signs of someone who doesn't want to lose the attention of the person they like. The chemistry between Li Qin and Chen Zheyuan has actually been apparent since they first worked together. The two are known to have a comfortable closeness, mutual understanding, and a sense of respect for each other that is rarely seen in other co-star couples. However, the difference that has been apparent lately is the intensity of feelings that seem to be getting deeper and harder for Chen Zheyuan to hide. He can no longer hide that he cares in a different way, not just as a coworker, but as a man who truly cares about someone important to him. Fans are, of course, increasingly divided between those who believe these are signs of growing love and those who think it's just an overinterpretation of normal interactions. But it's hard to ignore the pattern that keeps emerging. This subtle jealousy didn't happen just once or twice, but repeatedly in different situations. And every time it happened, Chen Zheyuan's expression was always the same, trying to look relaxed, smiling slightly, but his eyes revealed everything. The question now is, does Li Qin realize all this? And if she does, how does she feel? On several occasions, Li Qin seemed to pay special attention to Chen Zheyuan, whether by patting his shoulder, looking at him a little longer, or laughing a little softer when she heard his comments. Maybe she knows. Or maybe she is waiting for Chen Zheyuan to express his feelings more clearly. Or maybe their relationship is already closer than anyone suspects. Only no one has dared to say it openly. The Chinese entertainment world may be full of mysteries, but one thing is clear: uncontrollable jealousy, despite all efforts to hide it, is the most honest sign of one's feelings. And if it is true that Chen Zheyuan is falling in love, then all these small moments are just the beginning of something bigger. Fans can only wait, hope, and continue to observe their every interaction in the hope that one day there will be a confession, or at least a moment that truly reveals what has only been guessed at so far. Until that day comes, speculation about Chen Zheyuan's jealousy will continue to be one of the most intriguing topics among fans. Because nothing is more captivating than an unspoken love story, hidden behind smiles, fleeting glances, and small actions that ultimately reveal more than any words could ever say.